Then I got a message from my brother. Mourinho will call you. It's like, what? It's like, yeah. Because he's looking for number 6. And the funny thing is that my younger brother, Rani, who's playing now for Union Berlin, he told me, he was at this time like 15, 16, and he told me, oh, you have to perform because Mourinho is looking for number 6. And it's like, you don't know anything about football. You know Mourinho, you know Real Madrid. So why he's looking about Sami Khedira from Stuttgart?
You didn't think that a club like Real Madrid and Mourinho could come for you because you were still very young at the time? But...
Yeah, of course. So I have now this expectation. But then he's like, oh, he wants you. I said like, okay, but he has to message me because my English was like so bad and I was so nervous. So he texted me and he said like, yeah, you're an amazing player, amazing guy. I want that you join Real Madrid. So me and my agent, we flew to Madrid, and the talks takes like 1 minute or 2 minutes. So he said like, what's like your expectation? I was like, yeah, I want winning. And he said to me like, okay, you are my guy. He gave me like a hug, a kiss, and I said like, let's see in 2 weeks in Los Angeles for the preseason camp. That's it. And I said to my agent, okay, that's not a good sign. We came all the way to Madrid, you know, and after 1 minute I have to go back. And it's like, no, it's perfect. We talk later. So that's the beginning of the story. And for me, one of the best experiences in my life to meet this guy and even to work with him. So he opened the door to the highest level of football. Yeah. But he has a different way of communication. I do remember my first training session. It was in Los Angeles in the UCLA. And it was like, he told me, listen, my training session are 90 minutes, not longer and even not shorter, 90 minutes. And we're always using the ball. And I was like, easy. Because in Germany, you run without the ball. It's boring, you know. After the first 90 minutes, I was dead. Really? I was dead because we did like 10 against 10, 6 against 6. And there was no break. He always put the ball in. If he goes out the ball on the left, he put the ball on the right corner in. So you have to sprint back and defend the goal. And I was so tired, but happy because you have all the time the ball and not just running without the brain. So you have to run and to think about how to defend, how to move. So I was really exhausted. Come back to the bus, back to the hotel. And he was just like 2 rows in front of me. And then he texted me like, oh, you are an amazing player. So look at my lineup for the first game. And I was into the first 11. I was like, I was looking to him and he was just like turn around and do like, and he gave me so much confidence because I was new in the squad, no friends, no English, no Spanish. So Mourinho told me like, it's like a puzzle, you know. So Madrid signed Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema the year before, but then he said like, he needs players who are working hard. So he needs maybe the genius like Ozil, he needs me, as a runner and taking care about the balance. Di Maria, even a young player, young, hungry, and that's the beginning of the story. It was unbelievable. Till now, if I think about it, I got like goosebumps, you know.
Viewed from the outside, that period, that Real Madrid sort of 2010 to 2014, and from a media perspective, the rivalry with Barcelona and Mourinho against Pep is still one of the most extraordinary periods of time that certainly I can remember in club football in terms of a true club rivalry. Yeah. The popular narrative viewed from the outside that it went too far. It took it to a level where the will to win, the intensity, it turned into almost like a hatred from on an individual level between players. Obviously, I really remember, you know, Pep Mourinho said "puto amo," you know, when his head exploded,
and everything.
And then obviously it had repercussions internally on the team. How did you live that? Because you're still quite new. You're in this environment. You knew there was a big rivalry, of course. Yeah. But I mean, did you think, okay, it's like Dortmund against Schalke or whatever? Yeah. But then you get there and you see it's got many more levels, and it's a very, very personal thing.
To be honest, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it because
even if you were not Spanish, you still enjoyed it a lot, and you could feel it.
Yeah, because you know, it was like maybe Barcelona against Madrid, the players about Catalonia and Castellano. So it was then Mourinho against Pep, It was Messi against Cristiano.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the two fans, like from Madrid and Barcelona, it was always like really special. Really special. And all the world was just looking for this game. And we played in the La Liga, we played in Champions League, we played
5 Clásicos in one season.
Yeah, there was
exactly,
the
like the
Copa del Rey.
the Copa del Rey,
Yeah.
the final, the first year that we won. So we went out in the Champions League against Barcelona, but we won the Copa del Rey. So it was always a big fight and something special. Maybe, as you said, it's too much on a personal level, but this pushed us, and maybe both teams, on a really high level. And I think this 2 or 3 years was the best game to watch.
Yeah.
The best game to watch. And even for supporters, yeah, maybe there are some personal reasons, but for the entertainment, for the quality of the game, it was maybe the best games I ever played.
They play the tiki-taka or the paper. So we can leave them the ball, but then we're going to make it really hard for them. And then once we get the ball, we're going to be quite efficient with Cristiano up front. Was that the approach that you had?
Absolutely. So we had our style of football and we cannot copy them. We cannot play tiki-taka. It was impossible.
Yeah.
But we knew that we have Ozil, we had Di Maria, we had Xabi Alonso who can give a long ball to Cristiano, and also we had Pipa Higuain or Benzema. Not that bad as a striker, you know. So we knew that we had the quality in front, but we have to defend as a team. And of course, Messi, we have to control Messi. So sometimes we put Pepe on as a number 6 to control Messi, and it was a really big fight. So maybe not always fair, but always with respect.
Was that Barca team really amazing? In the sense of the way they were playing, like Xavi, Iniesta, Messi
Yeah.
together, Busquets.
Of course. So even as a Madridista, I can say this team in 2010 was maybe like the best team I ever seen. You know, so of course I played in a really amazing team, but this team, and I said the best opponents I had is Xavi and Iniesta, and unfortunately
Really?
they never won the Golden Ball.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
Yeah,
It's a shame, you know. But also Busquets, he never. With these 3 players, they never lost the ball.
But that's the
That-
thing.
that was the thing, yeah.
And you're in central midfield.
Yeah.
And it's your job to win the ball from these guys. I'm just imagining you're there and Mourinho says, okay, do the best you can, get the ball from these guys.
No.
And you're up against this freak trio of players. Like, what is it?
You cannot get the ball, but then you have to find solutions. So
Occupy space.
We are like, we need to anticipate. So if they pass the ball, just read the game, and then you got the ball. And if you get the ball, they're not organized, because also Dani Alves or Eric Abidal, they are strikers. So if we get the ball, immediately we attack.
Yeah.
So when we did it, we just had like 10 or 12 Clásicos and we lost 2. And all the others we draw, we won. So this was our tactics. You cannot get the ball from them, because otherwise, if you try to get the ball, you have to make a foul.
Yeah.
But also with Messi, you cannot get the ball. We have this same tactic with Germany against Argentina in 2010 and also in 2014. You cannot get the ball. You cannot attack him. Just follow him. And if he passes the ball, just follow him, because the ball who's coming back to him, you will get it. So that was our tactic. Otherwise, if you go to Messi, he dribble and you are lost. So he's an advantage, because then he can play 2 against 1 or 3 against 2. So always stay behind the ball. So you have to be like really intelligent. And Mourinho or Jürgen Löw, they were really intelligent coaches. Otherwise, we never had the opportunity to win against Barcelona or Argentina.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.